Hi, here's a question we're going to look at. It's an IGCSE question, and we have a rectangular base open box, has external dimensions of 2x centimeters, x add 4 centimeters, and x add 1 centimeter. Part AI, we're asked to write down the volume of a cuboid with these dimensions. So looking at the diagram, all we need to do is to write them as a product. So we have first is 2x, and then we have x add 4, and x add 1. And this is the volume. We can write it in with units, cubic centimeters. So this is part I. Part A, 2I, asks us to expand and simplify our answer to part AI. And this is it that you can see on the screen. We'll clear these brackets first. So we have x squared, then we have x, add 4x, which is 5x, and finally 4 times 1, which is 4. And now we have to multiply all of this by 2x. This is equal to 2x cubed, add 10x squared, 2x times 4 is 8x. So that's part 2IA. Now part B says the box is made from wood of 1 centimeter thick. Part I is asking us to write down the internal dimensions of the box in terms of x. If we look at the box, it's 1 centimeter thickness all around the perimeter. So from the side 2x, we'll subtract 2 from that. From the side x add 4, we'll also subtract 2. And from the height x add 1, we're only dealing with the thickness of the box, which is 1 centimeter, so we'll subtract 1. And we'll write these dimensions as a product. And this is what we have. So 2x minus 2, where we subtract 2 centimeters. The x add 4, when we subtract 2 from that, we have an x add 2. And x add 1, subtract 1 centimeter, which is the base. We're just left with x. So part B 2I asks us to find the volume of the inside of the box, and then we have to show that the volume of the wood is 8x squared at 12x cubic centimeters. So this is what we obtain in part I, and to find the volume of the inside, all we have to do is to clear these brackets, and that will be our volume of the inside of the box. So we'll start with these two. 2x squared, add 4x, minus 2x, minus 4. This all multiplied by x. We simplify this in brackets, we have 2x squared, add 2x, minus 4. And now we multiply all of this in brackets by x, get 2x cubed, add 2x squared, minus 4x. Now this is 2I. Now this represents the volume of the inside of the box, and then we have to show that the volume of the wood is 8x squared add 12x cubic centimeters. Right, in part B, the second part is that you need to find the volume of the wood and show that it's 8x squared add 12x. Well, in part A, we calculated the volume, the external volume, as 2x cubed add 10x squared add 8x. And in part B, we calculate the volume of the inside of the box to be 2x cubed add 2x squared minus 4x. Now the difference between these two measurements will give us the volume of the wood. When we subtract 2x cubed from 2x cubed, that goes to 0. 10x squared, take away 2x squared to give us 8x squared. And 8x take away minus 4x will give us at 12x. And this is in cubic centimeters. So that's part 2, I of B. In part C, it indicates here that the volume of the wood is 1980 cubic centimeters. Part I is asking to show that 2x squared add 3x minus 495 is equal to 0, and we need to solve this equation. Now, we obtained the volume in part B 2I as 2x squared add 12x of the wood, and now we're given the volume of the wood as 1980 centimeter cubed. So all we need to do is equate this expression to 1980 centimeter cubed, rearrange, and then solve. Right, so we've equated what we found in part B as the volume of the wood to the information we're given in part C, that the volume of the wood is also 1980 centimeter cubed. So now all we have to do is to rearrange this to 8x squared at 12x minus 1980, and this is equal to 0. So now we have this quadratic. We need to show that it's equivalent to 2x squared add 3x minus 495 is equal to 0. We can see that if we divide 8x squared by 4, we'll get 2x squared. And if we continue, this will be 3x. And 1980 divided by 4 will give us 495. So if we put this all in brackets and divide it by 4, we get our result in part I, which is 2x squared add 3x minus 495 is equal to 0. And now we need to solve this quadratic equation. Now if we find a product AC, will give us 2 times minus 495. That gives us minus 990. So we need to find two numbers when multiplied will give us minus 990. When added will give us the coefficient of x, which is 3. What I've done is use the breakdown of prime factors of 990 and then looked at products that will combine to give me this product or this result of minus 990, and when added will give me 3, the coefficient of x, and I came up with 33 times minus 30. So we rewrite this using those details. we split the 33 as 33x minus 30x. This is equivalent to 3x minus 495 is equal to 0. We'll factorize these. We have x is common to 2x and 33. And we have negative 15 is common to 2x add 33 is equals 0. And we factorize again. We have 2x add 33 brackets x minus 15 is equals 0. So if 2x add 33 is equal to 0, then we have 2x is equal to negative 33 and x is equal to negative 16. 2 16s are 32 and 1 over 2. And the other value of x will be x minus 15 is equal to 0, which implies that x is equal to 15. There's only one of these that will form a solution, will be the positive value of x, because we can't have a negative length. So x add 15. So this is C, I, part I. In 2I of part C, we also write down the external dimensions of the box. But now we know that x equal to 15 is a valid solution. We can now substitute for x in the dimensions. So for 2x is equal to 2 times 15, which is equal to 30 centimeters. X add 4 will be equal to 15 add 4 is equal to 19 centimeters. And x add 1 is equal to 15 add 1 to 16 centimeters. And if we write down the external dimensions, we'll write it as 30 times 19 times 16. Put this in brackets because they all relate to centimeters. And that ends it. Thanks for watching. My name is Alistair.